you. Today I'm going to discuss the 2025 to 26 O-level English medium science paper, uh, and this is on this video doing for the only for MCQ part, first 40 question. And if you don't have the MCQ question, I will upload soft copy of this PDF. uh, Check out that through the description of this video. Okay, just we forward to the questions. First one, all biomolecules carbohydrate, protein, lipids and nucleic acid contain. Okay, now you know there are four biomolecules that we have discussing, that we are discussing during the first lesson of grade 10. uh, One is carbohydrate, carbo. Next one is lipid, protein, and next one is nucleic acid. Okay, carbohydrate has carbon, hydrogen, oxygen. Carbon also has sorry, lipid also has carbon, hydrogen, oxygen. Protein has carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, and sometimes in maybe sulfur. Nucleic acid has carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen and phosphorus. So these all the biomolecules common this carbon, hydrogen, oxygen part means carbon, hydrogen, oxygen molecules. So answer is first one. Okay, okay, second one, an organelle that can be seen when cheek cells are observed under the optical microscope. Okay, we are observing the plant cell and animal cells. To observe the plant cell, we are using onion peels, and to observe the animal cells, we are using cheek cells in human cheek. Uh, Among these answers, the answer is nucleus, because nucleus is a large organelle when considering about the other, comparing about the other organelles. Uh, Many mitochondrions, ribosomes are definitely we can observe through the electron microscope, because they are very tiny, and Golgi complex also most probably can be observed through the electron microscope. So answer is nucleus. The reason is nucleus is large organelle than other organelles. On a block of wood placed on a smooth horizontal table, horizontal parallel forces act as shown in the diagram. What is the resultant force acting on the object? Okay, now we can see the block of wood, and there are 5 Newton, 7 Newton and 24 Newton. 5 Newton and 7 Newton lies for the same direction, and 24 Newton for the opposite direction. Then we know that same direction forces can be added, then opposite direction forces can be subtract. Here we can get 12 Newton, and here we have 24 Newton. The resultant force is the difference between the large and small value. So answer is 12 Newton. So we have 12 Newton resultant force for the right side. Okay, right or east. The answer is okay. They have given 12 Newton to right. So answer is second one. Okay. Then fourth one. The cost for the pain when stung by red ant is the formic acid. Here that ants have formic acid, which they apply on the sting. Application of which of the following on the sting is most effective to relieve the pain? We know neutralization. If we have acid, we have to use base for the neutralize, and if you have the base, we have to use acids. So these ants have formic acid. So if formic acid should be neutralized, we have to use uh, a base. Among these answers, salt water and water are neutral substances. So those cannot use for the neutralize. Lime water is lime water means in Sinhala word හුණු දියර. හුණු දියර කියන්න හොඳ බේස් එකක්. හරි. Calcium hydroxide, the hydroxide base එකක්. So answer is the third one. Vinegar is another acid, acetic acid. So answer is the third one. Other are not suitable for the answer. Fifth one. Of the following, which statement is true? All non-flowering plants are gymnosperm. Flowering plants are also called gymnosperm. Monocotyledons and dicotyledons plants are commonly referred to as angiosperms. There are two groups of flowering plants and plants as seed plants and seedless plant. Okay. Of the following, which statement is true? Okay, this is the answer. We can get the answer by now we know the plants. Plants can be divided into flowering and non-flowering. Okay, non-flowering can be divided into seeded and with seeds and without seeds. With seeds, we know that Cycas and Pinus, and without seeds are Marcantia, Pogonatum, Selaginella, Nephrolophis, such as many more. Okay. Flowering plants can be divided into monocotyledon and dicotyledon. So angiosperms means they produce sperms, okay, spores, like spores. Okay, the answer is okay. Here we have the answer as all non-flowering plants are gymnosperms. All the here they are called all non-flowering. Gymnosperms means here sometimes without seeds are gymnosperm. Flowering plants are called gymnosperms. Wrong. Monocotyledon and dicotyledon plants are commonly referred as angiosperm. Answer is third one, because monocotyledon and dicotyledon all are flowering plants. So answer is angiosperms are flowering plants. So answer is third one. Sixth one. A cell, a tissue, and an organ in the blood circulatory system respectively are. We know that blood circulatory system has blood cells as the cells, tissue. Okay, let's check the answers. Neutrophils, cells, blood, tissue, blood vessels. Okay, let's assume that organ. Let's check any other answers that suitable more than the first one. Platelets, cells, blood plasma, not a tissue. Yeah. Blood vessels, organ. Okay, so answer second is not suitable. Blood capillaries, not a cell. Eosinophils, cells. Blood capillaries, tissue. Okay. Heart is an organ. So I think best answer is eosinophils. Best answer is fourth one. Yeah, the best answer is fourth one, eosinophils. Neutrophils, blood and blood vessels. Seventh one. Which of the following species contain 10 electrons, 11 proton and 12 neutrons? Uh, Please keep in mind, here I am discussing the summarize of your content and the best answers, and always I am not giving you the how the take the answers for the this question, this one and next one. So if you have any doubt, please make a comment, and or keep any message through the Facebook. I will put you the message and how to get that answer. So I'm trying to uh, many more summarize this video, because sometimes you will lazy for the uh, watch the whole video. Therefore I hope to shrink this video as much as possible. Okay, here they are asking 10 electron, 11 proton and 12 neutrons. Okay. Here magnesium has 2 plus. 2 plus means they have removed 2 electrons, so they have 10 electrons. Magnesium has 12 electrons before the ionize, so now they have now magnesium has 10 electrons, but 12 protons. So first one not the answer. Second one, Na plus means has removed 1 electron, so sodium has 10 electron. Atomic number is 11 means 11 protons and 12 neutrons. Yeah, answer is second one. Na 1123, Na plus 1123 has the 10 electrons, 11 proton and 12 electrons. The essential oil methyl jasmonate is the cause for the fragrance of jasmine flower. Which following method could be used to separate methyl jasmonate industrially from jasmine flower? Essential oils, essential oils are separate from steam distillation, because steam distillation used for the most economical value substance, to extract the most economical substances from the natural material, and essential oil like perfumes and any other oils that has very high economical value and that has limited portions. So steam distillation is the answer. Fractional distillation used for the crude oil extraction. Simple distillation used for the separate volatile substances. Okay. Paper chromatography is used to identify poisons or toxins in the food, such as those uses for the other answers. Okay. Right. Which pair of following disorders is an example for the genetic disorders caused by gene mutation? We know there are two disorders. Disorders means sexual sex-linked disorders and mutations. Sex-linked disorders are two types, two disorders: red-green color blindness and hemophilia. Both are caused to the males, and others are mutations. Mutations means what are albinism and thalassemia. Okay. They are asking genetic disorders caused by gene mutation. So answer has, now you can find the answer. Albinism and thalassemia, answer is fourth one. Which of the following option correctly indicates a type of underground stem and an example relevant to it? Underground stem. Ribosome is underground stem. Corm also underground stem. Bulb also underground. Stem tube also underground. Those are the underground stem. But manioc has manioc food store the food in their lateral roots. Ginger is not a corm. Ginger is a type of rhizome. Sweet potato is not a bulb. Sweet potato store the food in their lateral roots. Stem tuber, the answer is potato. So answer is fourth one. Potato is a type of stem tuber. Okay. 11th one. The diagram shows the path of a pair of rays emitted by an object, or placed at a certain point on the principal axis perpendicular to it in front of a concave mirror. The image of this object is, they are asking properties of the image. Okay, O is placed at a certain point on the principal axis perpendicular to it in front of the concave mirror, the image. Here we don't have any focal point and center of curvature point. So we have to identify the reflections occur through the focal point and through the center of curvature. So according to this given figure, we can assume that object has kept between the focal point and center of curvature. Okay, then we can assume the image produced in front of the mirror, and it must be inverted. If you don't forget, don't remember, check out your notes and textbook, you will find that. So here answer is must be real and should be inverted and magnified or larger than the object. So answer is I think first one. Okay. A transformer is supplied with the power of 690 watt from a supply of 230 volt. How much is the current supply to the coil? Okay. Okay. I will explain how the answer is take for this question. Before you find the answer, you must remember these equations. V NP divided by NS equal VP divided by VS. N means number of turns, P means primary, S means secondary, V means potential difference of voltage. According to that, P also primary and S is secondary. Okay. Another one is Vp into IP equal Vs into Is. I means the current. Okay. Here this question asking the 690 watt. Now we know when multiplying the voltage and current, we can get the number of watt, amount of watt. It means here we have the 690 watt from a supply of 230 watt. How much is the current supply to the coil? Current supply. If that coil has 230 volt, if that coil has 230 volt, what is the IS, secondary coil? But how much is the current supply? Oh, sorry. Transformer is supplied with the power of from a supply of 230 volt. How much is the current supplied to the coil? Current supply 690 watt is here. 690 watt is here. So here we have 230 volt and they are asking the supplied. It means IP. Now IP we can get by the 690 divided by 230 volt. We know the answer is 3. The answer is 3 ampere. So answer is third one. Okay, 13th one. Which option correctly indicates the nature of radio waves and waves created on a water surface? Okay. Now we know waves has two types: mechanical and electromagnetic. Mechanical waves can be divided into two groups as longitudinal and transverse waves. Mechanical waves can be defined as they require a medium to propagate from one place to another, but electromagnetic waves does not require any medium to propagate. And you must know there are 7 electromagnetic waves, from radio waves to gamma rays in our syllabus. Okay. Mechanical waves Two types, as I told you previously, transverse and longitudinal waves. Transverse waves, when propagating the wave, the particles moved by perpendicular to the wave direction are known as transverse wave. Uh, the best example is water waves. Longitudinal waves uh, tran- uh, transmit the particles from sorry longitudinal waves transmit the particles perpendicular to the wave direction. The best example is sound waves. When traveling the sound waves, that sound wave make compressions and rarefaction through through the that air particle, through that air space. Okay. Here, water surface has transverse wave. Transverse is mechanical, so definitely answer should be first or second. And radio waves. Radio waves is a type of electromagnetic, so answer is the answer must be the first one. So answer is first one. 14. A force of 15 Newton is applied by a light string tied to the end B of a light rod. AB, which is pivoted at a point A as shown in the diagram. How much is the moment of force acting on the rod? Here, check how that rod is pivoted and placed. We have a rod like this, and here they told a force of 15 Newton is applied by a light string tied to the end B of a light rod AB, which is pivoted at point A. A is the pivoted point. Here B has a string of lightweight. Here we have 4 meters, and they have given here 3 meters. Okay. And here 15 Newton. How much is the moment of force? Now you know moment of force equal distance into supplied force, F into D or D into F. Okay. Now we know that moment has occurred in this way. Okay. These are simple theories. So always moment of force act on according to this way. That moment of force occurred in rotation. So when we are applying the force here, that force must lie on 90 degrees angle. Here we can see the 90 degrees angle. So here is the distance that force is applied. So the answer is 15 Newton multiplied by 3 meters, and the direction is clockwise. And did I do any mistakes? No. So answer is oh, I have made a mistake, sorry. Here they have given 5 meters. Okay. So 90 degrees here. Wait. Oh, here answer is 15 Newton into 3 meter and clockwise direction. So answer is we can see fourth one. Okay. 15 one. X, Y and Z are three successive elements in the periodic table, and X is a noble gas. As which of the following species is Z most likely to exist in its compound? X, Y, Z are three successive elements. Successive elements means they lie on near to each other. Periodic table, and X is a noble gas. So X is a noble gas. Definitely that should be helium, argon, neon, no argon. Okay. Uh, if X is noble gas, Y must be the lithium, and Z must be the beryllium. Following is existing compound, noble gas, existing compound, lithium and beryllium. If the X is neon, if the X is neon, the Y must be the sodium, and Z must be the magnesium existing its compound. So answer is, the best answer is, it should be magnesium. If it become magnesium, oh, we not need to find the element. We always know the Z is lie on the second group, so answer must be the second one, because second group elements make the +2 ion. So answer is second one. The simple way to find the answer. 4 rules relating to the electromagnetism and electromagnetic induction are given below. Maxwell-Cox rule, right-hand rule, Fleming's left-hand rule, and Fleming's right-hand rule. In electromagnetic induction, that follow the Fleming's right-hand rule. Of these, the two rules that can be used to find the direction of magnetic field around the conductor, conductor carrying an electric current are. Conductor carrying an electric current. Answer must be the D. Maxwell-Cox rules that can be find the direction of the magnetic field. Direction of the magnetic field. A can be used, and here magnetic field direction. So answer is A and C. Answer is second one, because left hand rule used to find the magnetic field, such as what? I'm not sure. The answer must be the A and B. Why? Left hand rule used the direction of force. Right hand rule used to find the direction of induced current. So C and D must not be used. So answer is A and B. Answer is A and B. Answer is first one. Consider the following statement. An unbalanced force does not act on an object at rest, freely suspended by a string. An unbalanced force does not act on an object at rest, freely suspended by a string. Yeah, it may be correct. An unbalanced force acts on an object moving with a uniform velocity. Yeah, it also correct. Newton's first law. The force exerted on a table by an object kept at rest, horizontal table, is equal to the force exerted by the table on the object on the opposite direction. So best answer is A and B. Answer is second one. The force exerted on the table by an object kept rest on a horizontal table is equal to the force exerted by table on the object in the opposite direction. We can't say that always equal. Sometimes the force exerted by the table is higher than the object. So answer is second one. Always true, the A and B. Which of the following option is true about the muscle tissue shown in the following figure? Here we can observe the cardiac tissue, because this figure has a branch tissues. Okay, cardiac tissue has uninucleate, so not the multinucleate. Second answer can be removed. Uninucleate has cross striations. Uh, it is not fatigue whatever. Yeah, cardiac tissue never fatigue. Fatigue on excessive action, fatigue on excessive action. So third and fourth answers must cannot be used. So answer is first one. Never fatigue the cardiac tissue. On the following factors essential for photosynthesis, which factor cannot be tested on the school laboratory? The simple answer is water, because if we have removed the water, the plant will die. Okay. The hydrocarbonic molecular formula C5H12. C5 means here we can see the C5H12 has the CnH2n plus 2 formula. If the N is 5, then H has 12. Yeah, this is the common formula of alkane. Alkane. Okay. This gas is pentane. Can be polymerized. No, alkane. This is not alkane. So first one is wrong. This is a component of biogas. Pentane is not a component of biogas. So this is wrong. If the CH4, that may be the component of biogas. Okay. So first answer is wrong, and component of biogas, no. CH4 is the component of biogas. CH4 means methane or methane. This is the biogas. So here pentane is not a biogas, can be polymerized. Alkanes, alkanes we are not we are not forced to be polymerized. Let's check the answer for C5H12. If burns, complete combustion with O2, it makes the CO2 and H2O. Let's balance this. We have to balance this. We can put 6 and here 6 and 5. We have to keep the 5 carbon, 10 oxygen, and here 6, 18. If we put 8 on here, yeah, I think this is here 16, 5 to 2, 10, 6 into 1, 6, 10 plus 6 means 16, 8 into 2, 16, balance, 5 carbon, okay, 12 hydrogen, balance. From 6 moles of water on complete combustion, this is true. Answer is fourth one. Okay. The main reason for the easy flow of electrons across the p-n junction of a forward bias diode is the main reason for easy flow. Okay, high energy in the electrons. We can't say that always high energy in electrons. Very low value of the potential barrier. Yeah, the best answer is second one. When we are forward bias in the p-n junction, the barrier is reducing its size, and sometimes it disappearing. So if there is no barrier, that electrons can move from one side to another side, from negative to positive side. So answer is second one. Wait. Very low value of the potential barrier. That the depletion region is very narrow. Depletion region. That doping level is very low. Fourth is not the answer. The depletion region is very narrow, very low value of the potential barrier. Sorry, second answer wrong. Answer is third one. It means potential barrier means the supplying voltage. Okay. And low value of the potential barrier. Supplying voltage to the barrier and force to the barrier. So answer is not the second one. Answer is third one. There are two immiscible liquids A and B. those whose densities are Pa and Pb. Respectively, three solid spheres x, y, and z equal in radius, and with the densities Px, Py, and Pz respectively are in the liquid as shown in the diagram. What is the correct statement about them? Okay. Liquid A and B are immiscible. It means liquid A has less density than the liquid B. Okay. Then we can see the PA has less density than PB. Let's check answers on this method. So we can remove the third one and fourth one, because they are not any reasonable fact to get the answer. Now we have the 1 and 2. Here x, y, z. When we see the diagram, we know x has the least density and z has the highest density, because the density is higher, that sink much than the others. Okay, so z has higher density, x has lower density. Answer is second one. Okay. Then 23. U, V, and W are three metals lying above hydrogen in the activity series. The method proposed by a group of students to compare their reactivity was taking a piece of each metal, reacting them with hydrochloric acid separately, and comparing the volumes of hydrogen gas liberated with a fixed short period. Which of the following factors is not essential to be kept constant during the experiment? Factors is not essential to be kept constant during the experiment. Surface area of the metal, definitely it must be constant, because someone can be say the rate of reaction has differentiated due to the surface area of metal, therefore it must be the same size. Mass of the metals, mass also must be in the same no the number of moles must be the same, then the mass may be differ. Okay, let's keep the two for the some time. Let's check other. Temperature of the reaction mixture, definitely temperature should be constant. Acid concentration of the reaction mixture, definitely acid also should be in the same concentration. So mass is not constant, but number of moles must be say in the same amount. Okay, so answer is second one, that not be the that not essential to be kept. During the inspiration, intercostal inspiration means taking the oxygen, taking the air from external environment. Intercostal muscles and muscles in the diaphragm relax. When taking the air from a environment or atmosphere, the diaphragm came this state from here. When inhaling, diaphragm comes into this state. It means it contract, not the relax. Here is relax, here has contract. Okay, so first answer must not be the answer. Intercostal muscles relax while muscles in the diaphragm contract. Yeah, intercostal muscles are not relaxed. So second one also not the answer. Third one, contract while the muscle diaphragm relax. So third one also wrong. Fourth one must be the answer. Intercostal muscles and muscles in the diaphragm are contract. Yeah, fourth one is the answer. Okay. 25th. Consider the following statement about amoeba. Reproduction occurs by binary fusion. Binary fission. Correct. Binary fissions mean if the microorganism in this state, they are breaking into two parts and make new organism. This is the binary fission. Binary fission occurs only in meiotic division. you know mitosis and meiosis. Binary fission occurs in meiosis division. It means 2n and forms new 2n. Meiotic division occurs in sexual reproduction. Here don't follow the sexual reproduction. Therefore, here follow the mitosis division. So answer is A is true and B is false. Only statement A is true. I think answer is first one. 26. Of P, Q, R and S, in which pair of resistor system is the value of equivalent resistance in the same between X and Y? Let's check. Now you know the find the equivalent resistance in series setups and parallel setup. Series setup is easier when how we can get the answer, such as you have 2, 5, 6 resistors, we can add naturally the just like we are doing in the low wages. Okay, if parallel method, you know 1 over R method, 1 over R1 plus 1 over R2 method. Okay, here we have first P has 2 ohm 2 ohm resistors. It means 1 over 2 plus 1 over 2. Here we have 2 over 2. R is 2 divided by 2. Then our equivalent resistance is 1 ohm. P has 1 ohm. P has 1 ohm. Okay. Then next one. It has three resistors. 1 over 2 plus 1 over 2 plus 1 over 2. The sum is 3 over 2. Then R is 2 divided by 3. So answer must be the 0.66 value. So PQ is 0.66 ohm value. R has this method. R has 3 resistors, 2 are in parallel and one in series. First we have to find the parallel values. 1 over 2 plus 1 over 2. Here 2 over 2. It means R is 1 ohm plus 2 ohm. The answer is 3 ohm. Here we can see PQR are not equal to each other. So definitely S must be from one of these answers to the take the answer. So now we can see the answer. Sorry, still we can't get the answer. Okay, S we have 1 over R equal 1 over R1 plus 1 over R2 in 2 methods. Okay, so 1 divided by 1 plus 1 divided by 1. Here 2 divided by 1. Here R is 1 divided by 2. So answer is 0.5. And other part also 0.5 according to this method. That one also has 1 over 1. Then 2 over 1, and here that answer also 0.5. Then 0.5 plus 0.5 is 1 ohm. So S has 1 ohm. So answer is PNS. As I told you, here I am doing the summarized question to check your answers only, and to get memorized part. Okay, 27. I'm not cover the whole lessons because we don't have much time. Okay, let's continue from 27. According to that, 26th answer is PNS. So answer is second one for the 26th. And 27. We have Q and R respectively. There are 2 elements in the activity series, and H2SO4 is sulfuric acid. When the sulfuric acid reacts with Q, it produces H2 gas, as well as R produces hydrogen gas. So, and definitely these Q and R must be the element higher than the what the element hydrogen element higher than the hydrogen in activity series. So it must never be the copper, mercury, silver, platinum, gold, like that. Okay. So we can remove the answers from these first and third one, because it contained copper, zinc and magnesium. This answer are asking the which of the following can be Q and R respectively, Q and R. So if the we can remove the copper answers, because never copper can be placed with the Q or R, because copper cannot produce hydrogen from the by the reacting with acids. Then we can get two answers like this. If the zinc is Q and magnesium is R, zinc has less reactivity than the magnesium, so this will not be the answer. And magnesium and zinc, magnesium has higher reactivity than zinc, therefore R plus QSO4, no reaction. It means R has less reactivity than Q. So magnesium has zinc has less reactivity than magnesium. Then Q is the magnesium and R is the zinc. Okay. 28. A gas jar filled with the gas X was inverted and placed vertically in a beak of water. Then it was seen that the water level inside the gas jar rises rapidly. Gas X can be, we know that CO2 does not dissolve in water, and N2 also like that. Okay. Neon is very poor gas that dissolve in the water. The answer must be the fourth one, ammonia. Ammonia can be dissolved in the water and make the water. Ammonia is a base gas, and water can be turned into the basic solution by dissolving the ammonia. So answer is fourth one. 29. Which of the following is most likely to be the change represented by the energy level diagram given? When you see the energy level diagram, according to this, product has higher energy than the reactants. So this energy diagram is endothermic reaction diagram, because endothermic reaction has higher energy in product than the reactants. Those energy, some energy can be gained from the external environment when producing the products. Dissolving of glucose in water. Glucose dissolving water. It means that solution is the product and it has high energy. When endothermic reaction, the solutions, the container of reaction medium get cool due to absorbing the heat or energy from the external environment. Let's keep first one for the further check out. Combustion of the hydrocarbon methane, ROC, it's a exothermic. All the hydrocarbon methane combustion of. We have to keep that also. Reaction between zinc and hydrochloric acid. When reaction between acid base or acid and metal, it must be exothermic. So third one can't get as the endothermic. Fourth one, neutralization between sodium hydroxide. Fourth one also exothermic. Dissolving of glucose, that not make the chemical reaction dissolving. Dissolving is that's a physical change, so that not make the any chemical reaction. So first one not the answer. Answer is second one, combustion of the hydrocarbon. When combustion occurs, it absorbing the heat from external environment and do the reaction. So answer is second one. 30. The heartbeat of a person whose head was injured by an accident become irregular and respiration occurred without a control. He happened to vomit also. Thus it can be inferred that in his brain, we know about the brain. Brain has three parts: cerebrum, cerebellum, and medulla oblongata. You know, cerebrum has higher mental activity like thinking, logical thinking, memorizing, and storing the data, such as and controlling the uh, voluntary actions, thinking, mm, and identifying the senses such as vision, hearing, and smells, odors. Those are the functions of uh, cerebrum. Another one is cerebellum. Cerebellum control the body balance and the involuntary actions also. Next one is medulla oblongata. Medulla oblongata controls the heartbeat of a person. Uh, Now you can find the answer. And medulla oblongata, if during an injury, if some person accident and damage his or her medulla oblongata, they can vomit, because vomit is involuntary action done by our body. uh, if it may become to irregular process during an injury. So medulla oblongata is the answer for this brain. We call that brain stem also. Answer is second one. The magnetic train operated in Japan is lifted a bit up above the rails after it acquires an adequate speed and made to run forward. What is the main advantage obtained by the modern technological strategy? In Japanese bullet train, magnetic trains means bullet trains operated in Japan lifted a bit up above the rails. මේගොල්ලෝ මේ කියන විදිහට ඒගොල්ලොන්ගේ රේල් පාරෙන් පොඩක් ඉස්සෙලාවලු මේ ජපානයේ තියෙන පැය කිලෝමීටර් 300ක් විතර යන ට්‍රේන් රයිඩ් එක යන්නේ. එතකොට රන් වෙන්නේ. හරිද? minimizing train maintenance activities. minimize වෙන්නම ඒක අපිට කියන්න බෑ. ඒක maintenance එක minimize කරන්නම කියලා. It may have many signs than this maintenance effect. Okay. Minimizing the wear of the rails. රේල් පාරවල් ගෙවන එක අඩු කරන්නලු. එහෙමම කියන්න බෑ. එහෙනම් ඉතින් ලංකාවෙත් එහෙම වෙන්න ඕනනේ. ජපාන් එතකොට ඊට වඩා තාක්ෂණික හින්දා එහෙනම් රේල් පාරවල් නැතුව හදන්න පුළුවන්. එහෙනම් ඒක පා වෙලාම යන විදිහට හදන්න බැරි කමක් නැහැ. එහෙම තාම හදන්න බැරුව ඇති. හැබැයි මේ රේල් පාරවල් ගෙවන එකම කියලා අපිට හිතන්න බෑ. හරි. එහෙනම් ඒකට ඒගොල්ලන්ට පුළුවන් රබර් මොනවා හරි ටයර්ස් වගේ මොනවා හරි උලන් ගහන්න නැතුව ටයර්ස් හරි එක ගෙවනවයි කියලා හිතනවා නම් එහෙම ගන්න. එහෙම එකක් නැහැ. minimizing the resistance acting on the air resistance. air resistance නම් අර ඒකේ shape එක නේද use කරන්නේ. That bullet train has a aerodynamic shape. What we call that birds and fishes have the streamlined body shape. Like that aerodynamic. We call that aerodynamic shape when making the bullet train or high speed trains. The sentence told us in this question that's not related with the air resistance, so third answer is not the suitable one. Running the train under minimal friction. So best answer is the fourth one. Running the train under minimal friction. When the friction is reduced, that train can gain the high speed. So answer is fourth one. Two reactions used to prepare the gases hydrogen and carbon dioxide in the laboratory are given below. Zinc plus hydrochloric acid. Okay, first one can produce the hydrogen. Calcium carbonate plus hydrochloric acid. Yeah, CaCl2 plus H2O plus CO2. Correct. What is the mass of CaCO3 that should be reacted to obtain an amount of moles of CO2 gas? CO2 gas which is equal to the maximum amount of moles of H2 gas obtainable from 32 gram of zinc. Here they have given a question that jumbled with two reactions. They are told us They are telling us what is the mass of calcium carbonate. They are asking calcium carbonate mass. That should be reacted to obtain the amount of moles of CO2 gas which is equal to the maximum amount of moles of H2 gas obtainable from 32 gas of zinc. In Sinhala word, I will explain this. එයාලා කියනවා calcium carbonate කොච්චරක් ඕනද කියලා අහන mass එකෙන්. එතකොට should be reacted to obtain an amount of moles of 32 moles of CO2 gas which is equal to the maximum amount of moles of H2 gas. H2 gas මෙන්න මේ සිංක් වලින් ග්‍රෑම් 32ක් රියැක්ට් කරාම හැදෙනවනේ H2 amount එකක් මෝල් amount එකක්. මේ H2 මෝල් amount එකට සමාන මෝල් amount එකක් තියෙන කාබන් ඩයොක්සයිඩ් ගෑස් එක ප්‍රොඩියුස් කරොත් අන්නේ කාබන් ඩයොක්සයිඩ් ගෑස් එක ප්‍රොඩියුස් කරන්න ඕන කරන කැල්සියම් කාබනේට් amount එක මේගොල්ලෝ අහනවා. හරිද? එතකොට අපිට දැන් මෙතන මුලින්ම පටන් ගන්න වෙන්නේ අහන්නේ කැල්සියම් කාබනේට්. හැබැයි යාලා කියන්නේ සිංක් 32 ග්‍රෑම් වලින් බර්න් කරොත් කියලා. රියැක්ට් කරොත් කියලා. බලමුකෝ. zinc plus 2HCl. Here they have given balanced chemical equation, so this is easy to calculate the answer. ZnCl2 is produced and H2 also produced. If they have given zinc has 64, zinc molar mass is 64 GmMol minus 1. Then 32 gram is the given amount, given mass. Then the number of moles is 32 divided by 32 gram divided by 64 gmol minus 1. So answer is 0.5 mol. If here 0.5, here 1, then here also 1 after balancing. So H2 here now H2 has 0.5 mole because the ratio is equal to the zinc ratio is equal to the H2 ratio 1 to 1. So hydrogen number of mole is hydrogen moles are 0.5 moles. Then by keeping this value in our memory, let's go to the next equation, 0.5 mol. Next one is CaCO3 react with HCl, hydrochloric acid. How much amount? 2 HCl. It produces CaCl2 plus H2O plus CO2 gas. Here is balanced equation. Yeah. Now we know here 0.5. It means here also 0.5 mol. We know here no value means 1. If here 1, CaCO3 also has 1. 1 means ratio is calcium carbonate to carbon dioxide ratio after the balancing this equation is 1 to 1. So if we have 0.5 mol in carbon dioxide gas, we have 0.5 mol in 0.5 moles in calcium carbonate also. So we know 1 mole has 100 gram in calcium carbonate. It means the molar mass of calcium carbonate. So 1 mole is 100 gram, then 0.5 mole is 50 gram. So answer is the 50 gram. So answer is third one. Next one, 33. In the form of thin layer, metal X is applied on the iron sheet A and metal Y is applied on the iron sheet B. A small scratch was made at the center of the both sheet. Later rusting has spread rapidly on A, but B has not been subjected to considerable damage. The metal X and Y respectively can be. There are two iron layers, form of thin layer metal X applied on the iron sheet A, and there are two iron sheets A and B. Metal X applied on the iron sheet A and metal Y is applied on the iron sheet B. Now you should remember the cathodic protection. If the metal if the activity higher than the metal not the metal if metal has higher activity than the iron and plating it on iron sheet or iron bar or any iron metal substance, it can protect the iron by making the iron subject into the cathode, and that higher reactivity metal become into the anode. This is called cathodic protection. If the metal that X or Y metal is higher than the iron, then iron become to the cathodic protection. Now we have to find the what metal has protecting the iron. A small scratch was made at the center of both sheets. Later, rusting spread rapidly on A. It means uh, A, A iron sheet has plated metal that has lower reactivity than the iron. Okay, and B has not been subjected to considerable damage. Ah, that hint given us that uh, metal Y is plated on that B plate, isn't it? It means Y reactivity is higher than the iron. So Y can protect the iron sheet from the rusting. So Y must be the element that higher than the iron, and X must be the element that less than the activity of iron. Then let's see, if here is iron, here is Fe, where the tin and zinc. Here the tin and here the zinc. They are asking the metal X and Y respectively. So X has the lower activity, Y has the higher activity. That's our comparison. Okay, so this must be the wrong answer. Next one, zinc and tin. So next one, what sorry, wait, first one is tin, and next one is zinc. Zinc has higher activity than the iron, and tin has less reactivity than the iron. So answer must be the first one. Third one has copper and silver. Both are less than the iron. Activity is less than the iron. Fourth one has silver and copper. Both are same as the third one. They are activity. Both of them activity is less than the iron. Zinc and tin. Zinc has higher activity than tin. So this is wrong method. So answer is first one. Metal X and Y. Let's continue to the question number 34. Okay, 34 says us 600 gram of water at temperature 80 degrees Celsius were added to a vessel containing 200 gram of water at 0 degrees Celsius. What is the final temperature of the mixture? Specific heat capacity of water equal 4200 JkG minus 1 C minus 1. Assume that the vessel does not absorb the heat. It means heat has not lost during these two water types are mixing. Okay. Okay. Now we have to assume that when one water has reduced the one type of water has reduced the temperature, and other type of water has increased the water. The 80 degrees Celsius water has reduced their temperature, and 0 degrees water has increased their temperature. Both are coming to thermal equilibrium. after some time. Okay, let's we have to understand this. We have some water at 80 degrees Celsius, not some water, 800 gram of water. According to that, yeah, 600 gram of water. Now you know the what the equation, Q equal mc theta. Q equal mc theta equation. This is the equation we must used in here. Okay. M is mass, C is specific heat capacity, and theta is heat change. Now we know the mass is 600 gram in 80 degrees temperature water, and specific heat capacity is 4200 jkg minus 1 C minus 1, and it has reduced some amount of heat. Okay. Here I will not put the centigrade Celsius unit, and I will mention the X as the reduced amount of heat, and this heat amount must be equal to the increased amount of heat in 200 gram of the other water amount. It has mass of 200 gram, and the 4200 jkg minus 1 C minus 1 as the unit. I will not put in here, but you must put when doing second paper or structured one or essay type. 4200, and in this water it has increased the temperature, therefore 0 plus x, 0 degrees Celsius plus the we don't know how much temperature has increased in this type of water. We have put the x as the increased amount, and initial amount is 0 degrees Celsius. Okay, now we can simplify this. All of us, we have to convert this gram into kilogram, otherwise it will give the wrong answers. Okay, now we can cut these two into this one, and 10 from here as well as here. Okay. Then we can get what's the value? Value is I will use the calculator. 6 into 400, 6 into 420, 2520 into 80 minus x equal here 840 into 0 plus x means x, therefore I will put this x. Okay. Now we can simplify this value as according to by multiplying the 2520 into 80. We can get 201,600 minus 2520 x, and here 840 x after multiply. Now we can simplify this. We know this one. 2100, 1600 equal 840 x plus 2520 x. We can get the value as 840 plus 2520, 3360 x. Now we know these values are equal. We have to divide by 3060. Now we can get this 0 into this. Then x equal 200, 1600 divided by 300. Yeah, here we can get the answer as 60. 60 means 600 degrees Celsius. So answer for this question is 60. The answer is second one. This is the method how we can get the answer for 34. Okay, 35. The area of cross section of a piston of a hydraulic jack are x meter squared and 4x meter squared. How much is the force exerted on the larger piston when a force of 50 Newton is applied on the smaller piston? Here this question has based on the hydrostatic pressure. Now you must know about the pressure calculation, solid pressure calculation. This equation must be used here. Now I think you know the pressure equal force divided by area. This is the basic equation we have to use for simplify this equation. Find the answer for this question. Okay. It means it has two pistons. Here one piston, another one is larger than this one. Here area is x meter square. Here has 4 meter square. This large piston has the area as the 4 times as the small one. So in this side, small piston has 50 Newton force, and they are asking the is the for large force exerted on large piston when they are. How much force exerted? How much force exerted on this large piston? We must know about when transferring the pressure from one piston to another piston. It affects the force and area. When the area increases, force is decreases, and the area decreases, force is increases. Here we can find the pressure in this side. We know the P equal F divided by A, pressure equal force divided by area equation. Applied force is 50 Newton. Area is x meter squared. Then we can take the pressure as this way. Okay. Now we know the pressure is 50 divided by x. 50 divided by x. Pascal. Okay. This is the pressure. This is the pressure. This pressure must be equal in this side also. Okay. 50 x equal force divided by area. Area is 4x meter squared. Here I have missed the Pascal unit. Just keep it in mind. Here we have the Pascal unit. Okay. Now we have to find the force. Then we have to subject the force. Therefore, I will multiply the 4x area in this side. 50 divided by x multiplied by 4x equal force. Then I can cut the x in these terms. Then 50 multiplied by 4 is 200. 200 force is 200. I have made some mistake when I'm mentioning about the area and the force. When the piston is small, we can supply small force, and when the piston is large and surface area is increases, they output the large force. So here force is 200 Newton. Okay, let's check the answers. Yeah, answer is fourth one, 200 Newton. Force has increased as the 4 times of the piston area. Okay, 36. A, B and C are 3 sets of the simple cells. Okay, we can see A has zinc electrode, copper electrode and dilute sulfuric acid. B has zinc electrode, copper electrode, and A and B has have differences. Zinc electrode and copper electrode has disconnected in A, and B has connected the zinc and copper electrodes. We must know when operating a simple cell, both electrodes must be keep away from each other. Then the B setup is wrong, and C, zinc and zinc electrode dilute sulfuric acid. C has same type electrodes. When doing operating a simple electrode, we have to use two different elements, metals, in the activity series. Therefore, C also wrong method when operating a simple cell. Therefore, answer is the correct simple cell is A. Let's check the answer. In the external circuits of the cells A, B, and C above, an electric current flows only in A. Because as I have mentioned, B and C are wrong according to the fact I have given to you. So answer is A. 37. Which of the following is a disease which cannot be either controlled or prevented by changing the lifestyle? Diabetes can be changed, gastritis can be changed, chronic kidney disease can be changed, hemophilia that can't be changed because hemophilia is a sex-linked disorder. Therefore, we can't get any medicine or cure for these disorders. Answer is fourth one. 38. In which phase of the growth curve of population does the number of organisms in the population reach its carrying capacity? The answer is fourth phase. Fourth phase. You must know about the growth curve of typical animal except the humans. Here we have the growth curve. This like first phase, this like second phase, this like third phase, and all of other are fourth phase. Yeah. Here, carrying capacity means this. After some time period, the population becomes stable due to their protection, habitats, and food supply. Therefore, their carrying capacity becomes stable in fourth phase. This is the fourth phase. Okay, the answer is fourth phase for the 38 question. 39. Which of the following statement is true about the ecological pyramid? There are three types of pyramids: biomass pyramid, energy pyramid, and number pyramid. Number pyramids are always upright. Wrong. Number pyramids may be in the inverted also. In a biomass pyramid, omnivores can exist only as secondary consumers. Not only in secondary consumers, can be in three-tier consumers or fourth level consumers also. So second one also wrong. Heavy metals accumulate most in the highest level of the biomass pyramid. Yeah, it can be correct. So answer is the best answer is third one according to the mentioned points. Let's check also fourth one. Biomagnification is the incorporation of higher amount of energy in the higher trophic level, not the biomagnification mentioning about the amount of energy. Biomagnification define the amount of accumulation of the amount of heavy metals. So fourth answer also wrong. Answer is third one. Last one. Okay. As a student says, nitrogenous nutrients in the soil decrease after a flood due to following reasons: occurrence of denitrification, percolation deeper into soil, leaching means scaving the ground, getting washed away from the surface soil, Decomposition of organic matter. Yeah, of these only. Yeah, the nitrogenous nutrients in the soil decrease after flood. Yeah, this can be occurred due to occurrence of denitrification. Yeah, it can be done. Percolation, it means leaching. Yeah, it also can be done. So B also correct. Getting washed away from the surface soil. Yeah, it may be okay to according to this point. C also correct. As my opinion, the answer must be A, B, C. Decomposition of organic matter. When the organic matter decomposes, nitrogen level uh, nutrients not decreases, it may be increases due to decomposition of organic matter. So D can be avoided from the answers. So answer is A, B, C. Answer is first one. Okay. Okay. Here I have discussed the 40 question of 2025 O-level science MCQ. If you have any doubts or any concerns in this paper, please thanks for everyone watch this paper discussion.